everybody to GGW Sharks 49s. It's been 49 events so far, and less than 2 years we are doing this event. Thousands of people participated in this event. I'm really excited to kick off the 49th one. And so with this, I want to say a few words about GoGo World as a key sponsor and organizer of this, and then we'll present you the rules. And and let investors to present themselves, and then they'll jump right into the pitches. Myself, I'm the founder of GoGo World, and there will be also my team here under the account called GoGo World. So I'm gonna share a few slides. Here you go. Well, GoGo World is the platform for connecting founders and investors. We connect most relevant investors to most relevant startups. We have only real people, so it's warm connections. An investor have a profile, startup has a profile, and you can match only with those who is relevant to you, and two sides need to decide. You can also share your profile like you would do with LinkedIn, but it's all about venture capital and startups. And the system will show your profile to investors in a very limited, simple way, showing first of all, you will be relevant to them by their criteria, but also they will see most important essential information: stage, business model, verticals, what startup does, and attraction. And half of the screen is taken by 60-second video elevator pitch, where the system is pitching on behalf to relevant investors only. And so then there are meaningful connections, and also we are creating emotions, so letting investors to fall in love with your project. So, and it's also potentially gives an investor visibility of how founders are really pitching and do they believe them or not. When we say relevant, we really mean it. We invested a lot of time and resources into building something sophisticated that will decide, the mathematics will decide who is relevant to who. So we onboard both investors and startups, and only after onboarding and screening, we will approve to the platform. No one else will be able to access the platform unless they approve. So you're connecting with quality network, and you're supported by our technology to maximize your relevancy. So you're not wasting time on irrelevant people, making your business more efficient. So with that said, I'm excited to announce our sharks for today. We have an amazing panel of sharks. This is Anand, engineer from Scrum Ventures, Katie Ko from Ripple Ventures, Reese, Schroeder from Allstate Ventures, and Elena, Gantvarg from Flint Capital, Triet and Nguyen from Render Capital. Some of these investors on this panel already invested in our startups from GoGo World, and it means that you have an amazing opportunity to speak with these investors who are actively investing. And finally, let's make some noise. Take a screenshot of you pitching or others are pitching or us, and share it on social media. Tag GoGo World, the speakers and others. And if you would have any questions to me and my team, this is our website, this is our email. That's it on my end. And these are the investors today. And let's ask investors to say a few words about their fund themselves and their criteria. Let's start with Reese.
Hello, everybody. Reese, Schroeder. I'm with Allstate Strategic Ventures, which is the corporate venture capital arm of Allstate Insurance Company. We're a strategic investor that invests in enterprise technologies, deep tech such as AI, ML, data and video analytics, mobility and telematics, and prop tech. Those are probably our main areas. And looking forward to hearing the pitches today.
We're excited to have you. Reese was at our events many times, and it's great to have you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Katie Ko, here next.
Awesome. Great to meet everyone. I'm Katie. I'm an associate on the team here at Ripple Ventures. We're a Toronto-based fund investing in both US and Canada. Focus-wise, it's strictly B2B, so anything enterprise software, AI, dev tool related. We're a lead-focused fund, so we work very hands-on operationally with our companies post-investment as well. I'm excited to hear the pitches, and great to see you again, Daniel.
Great to see you again. Excited to have you. So we have US, Canada invest. Anand, you're next.
Hey everyone, My name is Anand. I work at Scrum Ventures. I'm an investor at Scrum Ventures. We're a generalist fund investing in seed and Series A based in San Francisco. We tend to invest in a little bit more technical investments like hardware and robotics, AI infrastructure. Really excited to hear the pitches. And thank you so much for the time.
Thank you to have you. Anand was at one of our offline events a few months ago, and it was so fantastic. So great to have you in here as well. Elena Gantvarg, please go next.
Hi, everyone. I'm with Flint Capital. We're an early stage VC based in Boston. We do seed rounds and Series A rounds. The check size for seed rounds is anywhere between a few 100,000 and $1.5 million, maybe 2 million. The check size for Series A is up to 5 million. The focus areas include digital health, cybersecurity, fintech, enterprise software. But generally, if we understand what the company is building and we see that there is a market for it, we'll consider investing. Looking forward to hearing everybody pitch.
We look forward to it too. Thank you, Elena, for being with us all the time. You've been so many times at our pitch events, and great to have you again. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Triet, you opening our global session of GGW 49s, no pressure. So please say a few words about your fund, yourself, and let's get started.
Hey everyone, my name is Triet, principal at Render Capital. We're pre-seed through Series A, with C being our sweet spot. Industry agnostic, though we don't do anything in hardware or heavily regulated spaces like life science, crypto, biotech. We are geography focused, so we only invest in companies that are in the US, outside of New York, Boston, or the Bay. We can lead, co-lead, follow. Ideally, we are one of the largest in the top 5 checks in around. So yeah.
Exciting. So great to have you. So Triet, one of those investors who invested in one of GGW companies that is now all over the news and also now a blog, and we're excited to have you. And let's get started. So the first company to present is, I'm looking at this, John de Bendenet from GoGo Tech. John, are you ready?
I am. Hey, everybody. Hey, 130 million people restricted to a seated position due to a disability, and 350 million more elderly who self-identify as having difficulty walking all need wheelchairs. That's 500 million users worldwide vying for just 10 million wheelchairs produced by the incumbent industry annually, and less than half of those are motorized. Kind of have to be wealthy or well-insured to get a power wheelchair, and that's a broken system. Abby is designed as a long overdue expansion play aimed squarely at that $9 billion industry's status quo healthcare scarcity model. Newsflash, in 2024, brushless motors and lithium batteries are powerful and inexpensive. Abby fills a big gap in the existing product landscape by turning the centuries-old manual wheelchair format into a manual electric hybrid that's competitive in multiple categories in mature markets, with a version priced for mass adoption in developing countries where the needs are greatest. And we didn't stop there. Unlike mainstream brands that all use the same third-party controllers, we created our own with machine vision and for increased safety, and IoT connectivity for apps that extend family and caregiver reach. This year, we filed 5 patents, got our FDA 510K pre-market notification underway, and our pilot users have racked up thousands of trouble-free driving hours. We're raising to soft launch in the first half of next year, filling our pre-orders and servicing our wait list with a full commercial launch by the end of next year. And our regulation crowdfunding is just live on Start Engine. We're raising under Reg CF. Just search Abby and help bring powered mobility to millions.
Perfect. Right on time. Thank you so much. Dear Shark, do you have any questions to John? Anyone wants to start?
This is Reese. Good quick pitch. You mentioned you have pre-orders. How many pre-orders do you have?
$46.99 deposits. It's really just a token, and I use that community to kind of vet the product design. But it was we got them in 6 short weeks in a single campaign.
Any more questions? Okay. Anand?
But thanks. I was gonna say, my dad actually used to make wheelchairs. It was really interesting. I'm curious, what is the kind of the competitive, sort of the core, sort of the competitive advantage that you see kind of in your chairs?
Yeah, so we have a new controller that integrates machine vision for safety, so sensors and cameras and cloud connectivity. The established brands are decades behind in the controller technology because they outsource it and they've kind of optimized their supply chains. So they're not agile. So we have a cost of goods advantage with our own controller and a roadmap agility advantage. And it's the first new controller that hits this industry in decades. And there's a bunch of industrial design stuff as well, but that's the main differentiator.
I'd imagine. That's awesome. Thanks.
Okay, so thank you so much. Then the question to investors, are you guys interested to connect? Are you guys in or out? If you're out, please give your feedback. And we will move on. Let's start with Katie.
Yeah, we don't have a strong thesis in hardware. We only do B2B SaaS, so this is unfortunately beyond our wheelhouse. That being said, like, happy to connect you with other investors that have a broader thesis in our network. And you can also explore other like options for funding too. I know, like, if this is a bit more of like consumer play, could maybe do crowdfunding, or there are other means beyond like venture funding that you can explore. So feel free to shoot me a message. Happy to shoot out the deck to some folks, but
Thanks,
I
Katie.
think for consumer, there's like a lot more
Thanks.
creative.
Yeah, I'll hit you up. And we are on Start Engine right now under regulation CF.
Thank you. Katie, does it mean that we should connect you, or you want John to find direct connection with you?
John, feel free to shoot me a text.
Thanks.
Okay. Active.
Triet, do you have any feedback?
No, similar to Katie, we don't do hardware, so it's not really a thesis fit for us.
Thank you. Elena?
Yeah, we also don't invest in hardware, so it's just not a good fit. Yeah.
Thanks.
I guess Reese as well, right? I guess.
Yeah, I think what you're doing is cool and it's needed, but it doesn't fit our strategic thesis.
Good, thanks. There is a SaaS business in there, but it's kind of small.
Anand, if you have any feedback.
We actually do a lot of hardware, but I think unfortunately it's a little bit too early for us. I think we need this past pre-order stage and kind of at launch stage. But I love what you're doing. I think the population you're serving, I think, needs this. So I love the mission here as well.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. We're moving on. And the next person to present is Nishit from Joint Tech Labs. Nishit, you got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Awesome. Thanks, Daniel. Hi. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to let you know, we've all seen friends and family suffer from joint pains, arthritis, or some sort of sports injuries. 60 million people just in the US suffer from joint pains, and that number is 500 million worldwide. I'm here to tell you that my company and products is relieving joint pain, arthritis without any surgeries, without any painkillers, and that's just one aspect of what we treat. My name is Nishit Pancholi, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Joint Tech Labs, a US-based pioneer in the field of regenerative medicine. We are a revenue-producing company with US FDA-cleared and European CE mark approved medical devices. Our products isolate and deliver stem cells from your own body, helping to heal and regenerate without any side effects, all without any surgery, and at the point of care. Our markets are in the fields of orthopedics, sports injuries, aesthetic and plastic surgery verticals, and have a huge TAM of over $160 billion. We have achieved significant traction already and milestones, including FDA clearance, including European CE mark approval, a growing revenue, IP ownership with 14 plus patents granted, many distribution contracts and ex-US licensing deals, and have experienced industry-known executives leading the team. Together, we are creating an ecosystem of regenerative medicine products, which establishes a standard of care. We are raising a pre-series A of 1.5 million to scale up the US operations and launch in the ex-US markets. And I'd love to know your feedback. Thank you.
Right on time. Thank you so much. Dear Sharks, any questions? Who would like to start?
Is this a procedure that anybody else is doing, or is it something that you have,
There is
created? I mean, I've heard of regenerative medicine, but I don't know much more than general.
Right. There's a couple of realms of treatment within the whole regenerative medicine field, and this is something called as adipose or fat-derived stem cells that has minimal competition, and it's a much more effective way of treating, self-treating using your own body cells. So it's kind of more advanced than what's available out there.
Anyone else? I guess Elena and Triet, you guys out because you don't invest in hardware. And what about Katie?
Yeah, we also don't do hardware, unfortunately. This is not something we have domain expertise in at all. But best of luck, and yeah, like still can connect. Like for me, message me on LinkedIn, and then yeah, if there's any investors that I'm connected to that you'd want to chat with, like happy to facilitate.
Sure, appreciate that.
Same for Reese and Anand.
Yeah,
I wish we did some medical devices. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I heard this.
go for it.
Oh, sorry. I was just about to say that we don't do the medical devices. I wish we did, but unfortunately, it's not a part of our thesis right now.
Sure.
All right, then.
We're not, we don't do the medical space, but I think again what you're doing is really cool, and I know personally people who could use this kind of treatment.
I hear we all do. Everybody in the family and friends. Yeah.
All right,
Awesome. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you.
All right, stay in here, support others, share your GGW profile in the chat so more investors be able to see it. And next one is Carlin Walker from Light Throw. All right, Carlin, are you ready?
Ready.
You got 2 minutes. Go for it, man.
Good day, investors. Imagine being able to attend a live concert of your favorite emerging artist from the comforts of your own home without the hassle of travel or cost constraints. Lightroll is revolutionizing the virtual concert experience by bringing live performances directly to your home through online ticketing and high-quality live streaming. We are solving the problem of emerging artists not having a platform to reach fans globally. The virtual event market for music is booming, projected to reach $91.9 billion by 2027 with a CAGR of 3.74%. We're positioned to capture a significant share of this market by focusing on the rapidly growing Gen Z audience who are spending 23% more on concerts than the average listener. Our competitive edge lies in providing emerging artists with global reach, allowing them to connect with fans worldwide, which is not accessible through traditional concert models. Our intuitive UI/UX design ensures for a seamless and immersive experience for our users, which sets us apart from existing virtual concert platform. Our team consists of experts in full stack development, UI/UX design, and business consulting. We've identified key areas for growth, including sales team development, financial advisement, and GRC analysis, governance, risk, and compliance. To address these gaps, we plan to conduct extensive research on outsourcing to people with a professional background in these titles. Our immediate next steps, launching a targeted social media campaign for platform awareness and conducting our first full-length virtual concert without any interruptions. We aim to achieve these milestones within the next 2 years. Lightroll is not just a platform, we are reshaping how we experience live music. My name is Carlin with Lightroll, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Right, and I appreciate that. Dear Sharks, dear investors, what do you think of this project? Any questions?
So I maybe have 2 questions. So first of all, you mentioned something about the competitive differentiation. I'm not sure I fully understand. I know that there are many platforms that make it possible, like virtual concerts, and you mentioned that you provide, on top of it, you provide an opportunity to connect with an artist. So it would be great if you could explain it a little bit more. And the second question is around your traction. So sorry if I missed it, but where are you today in terms of traction?
So we are pre-revenue. We are a startup. We see the vision in the market space. There is only one competitor named Veeps that is doing what we are doing, which is hosting live concerts that you are able to watch from your home. And their roughly at 4 million per year. So the market is fairly new when it comes to our audience. We're going to be marketing towards emerging artists. You know, you have A-list artists, and then you have emerging artists who want to become A-list every day. So A-list is inferior to the emerging artists when it comes. So our marketing is going to be very targeted. And then I think you had one more point.
All right. Any more questions?
So I'm curious to know I guess the distribution or the platform. Is it a streaming through laptop, iPad, phone, or is it the consumer essentially needs like a VR headset?
Right. Good question. So you'll be able to download the app. You'll be able to go to a website, possibly have the app as well on TV. And it is a live streaming platform. So all events, their schedules, you'll be able to buy tickets. We have a feature where emerging artists can go live instantly and have their fans tune in, whether it's a recording studio session or a writing session or them performing locally at a bar. We also we'll have light roll engineers, which will be able to go to these events and set up the hardware to be able to host the live event.
All right. So the question to the Sharks, who is interested to connect with this startup, who's in, who's out? Anyone in? Or you guys have any feedback?
I think it's a very cool idea. I use Veeps myself, so don't count us boomers out. But not a fit for us from an investment standpoint.
All right, Reese nodded.
Thank you.
We have 4 Sharks left. Triet, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it's a fit for us. The only feedback I have is I'm really having a tough time understanding the differentiator and as well as the attraction. When you're seeing it right now, a lot of artists are essentially getting popular through TikTok, right? They can go live there, they can stream, do all this stuff. So,
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Elena?
Well, I mean, it's definitely too early for us. We started investing in seed, but it's more like late seed, so we always require to see product market fit and some initial traction.
Got it.
Thank you.
And quickly, Anand and Katie, I guess you're out too, right?
Yeah, likely out. I think it's a little bit too early. We actually do have a sports tech and media sort of a vehicle, so this could be a fit for us. However, I just think it's a little bit too early for us right now.
Thank you. And Katie?
Yeah, it's not really within our wheelhouse either. But yeah, all the best, and let me know if I can help in any ways, like beyond capital.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, everyone. And thank you, Caroline. So the next person to present is Alex Karabenikov. Alex, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Let me locate you. Just don't see you. Did you raise your hand? Oh, I found you.
Yes.
There you go. Well, you got 2 minutes. Go for it.
On the screen. Hello, dear Sharks. I'm Alex. So we are building the first AI business copilot to save the time of the founders. So we interviewed more than 120 founders to get the insight on how they are wasting the time to micromanagement and communication, and which leads to losing focus on strategy and leadership. And to solve this problem, we creating the partner AI. It uses AI agent systems to tackle the founder's routine tasks and controls the activities he has, and to help to keep up with what is most important. Not just guide, but actually deliver in time. So we're estimating saving at least 5 hours a day and saving a lot of mental resources from not necessary of switching the context over the day. So think of it as AI executive assistant, which has a team of AI agents out of the box. So the partner starts from consulting and routines, then continuously builds a business operations framework based on the company resources. So we target the market of small, medium enterprise process mining software, which grew 40% in the 2023 and expected to reach to like 40 billions by 2027. And our go-to-market strategy includes virality using special communication features we built after the interviews. So now we have more than 200 founders on the wait list. They really want the solution today, and we are releasing our beta to this group in January. Our ask is 1.5 million. And yeah, a bit about me. I'm a third-time founder. I launched the startup with $500 million assets under management, and the team has a solid business operations and engineering background. So I suppose this end. Okay. So it would be a pleasure to know what you think about the product.
Daniel, you're muted.
All right, so thank you. I was so eager to say a lot of cool stuff, but yeah, what do you guys think of Alexei? Anyone wants to give feedback to Alexei?
I have a question. What's really differentiated about your solution that is going to keep others from doing similar things?
Yeah, so we basically have two types of competitors. Some of them are more enterprise focused, and they usually combine a lot of different tools for like team management, team communication. So usually founders, they don't want to use something large as a ClickUp or like just Word and use them in the field when you like conferencing or you have business trips, and so you don't actually need to switch the apps. So usually we work in a Telegram, so that's not the case. And the second ones, they are more like they call themselves AI assistants, but they actually kind of text assistants for the help with the information. So sometimes they have like different features like trip planner or maybe some image editor, but they never do some autonomous work to support. So in our case, this is more like inbox processing and reporting to the Telegram, which basically make it very easy and really similar to what experienced executive assistant does. So it predicts the few steps forward. Yeah.
Just to let other investors to ask you a question, because it's limited to 2 minutes for feedback, just to make sure that every investor would ask a question. Elena?
What deal size do you expect to see for your solutions? I understand that you mentioned that you have a couple of hundred companies in your wait list, but what are you going to charge them?
Oh yeah, so we have quite extensive package, types. So far we are targeting to get from founders around 100 to 200 per month. It includes different features. We start from the $30 per month for communication engine, and just upselling the other features just for following up or to make the smart notes and assign and control the tasks. So we start from this, and we have pretty solid financial perspective. So it would be a pleasure to show you after the call.
Okay, thank you. Maybe we have time for one quick questions, if any.
Yeah, I'm curious to know, it sounds like you're focusing on founders, startups. What is your strategy to prevent churn? Because founders do have a high failure rate.
Honestly, I didn't mention startup founders. It's actually good solution for those the busy founders. They're basically hustlers. Usually in the company you have someone more like biz dev founder who is talking to many people in the field and constantly talking to the it's for now focus on that type of founders which are networking actively. So that's our first target for in our go-to-market strategy. And there's other stages. We just our plan is like grow to the kind of AI CO direction to handle the operations, to handle the different smaller tasks and control them. So you don't need to constantly check and
Alex.
do that switch context.
Dear Sharks, my question, as usual, is there any one of you interested to connect? Who is in, who is out? If you have any feedback as well. Elena?
We're out. I think, like for me, the main reason, just to give you feedback, I distinguish between the products that are must have and nice to have. To me, this is something that's nice to have. And I believe that it's going to be quite difficult to scale to some significant revenues that would be interesting enough for VCs.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Triet?
It's not a fit for us from a geo thesis. Yeah, I see that you guys are based in the Bay, so that's outside of our thesis.
Okay. Anand?
Yeah, I think this is interesting. I think one of my concerns, just my opinion, is just the market that you're targeting right now. I think for us, we'd want to maybe see an anchor sort of a customer and having sort of a PLG kind of growth model associated with it. So love to see this go a little bit further, but I think the idea is extremely interesting.
Does it mean that you want me to connect, or I didn't understand?
I think we'll pass for now.
All right. Thank you. Reese?
Yeah, it's a pass for us just from the standpoint it's not a strategic fit for us. But I also think it's a market that's got a lot of competition, and it's going to be tough, I think.
Okay. And Katie, maybe a few words.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of different agentic use cases, and founder workflow is very broad, from fundraising to talking to customers to sales. So the ability to maybe narrow down and focus on one niche first, and use that as distribution might be a lot more fruitful from what I'm seeing. But yeah, all the best, and let us know. Always happy to stay in touch.
Right, Alex, this is your feedback. Share your GGW profile in the chat. We have more investors in here, and support others. Thank you for your pitch. And
thank you.
We're moving on. The next one is Dana from Forest Hero. Dana, you ready?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Dana, founder of Forest Hero, AI platform for responsible forest and carbon offsets management. I'm sure all of you have heard about carbon offsets, so we make them more transparent and trustful. Companies worldwide buy carbon credits to reduce their footprint, with most of them being from forest projects. Despite of $1 million being spent on carbon offsets, most of them have failed. So this is mostly due to poor planning and poor monitoring of forests. According to research, only 1 out of 5 seedlings become mature trees. So we have developed technology for analyzing land and predicting forest productivity by using AI to help forest projects developers, on the one hand, to be more prepared for resilient forests, and to use our technology to digitize the process of monitoring, reporting, and verification of the carbon offsets. We have already been recognized by different climate tech accelerators, etc. And in December at UN Conference of Climate, COP28 in Dubai, by the US Department of State, we've been nominated as the best climate tech startup. And as a result, this year we have raised our first safe investment from the Google. This is a check of 100K. Right now we are part of Google Startups for Google for Startups AI Accelerator for Middle East and North Africa. So we are on a pre-revenue stage, actively raising the check. as a pre-seed startup, and looking forward to work with those who are interested in carbon offsets market. Thank you.
All right, backed by Google. Awesome. So, dear Sharks, any feedback or questions to Dana? Who wants to start?
I can start. Sorry.
Go ahead, Katie.
Thanks for the pitch. Great to hear that. We also love like looking into climate, and we have like a huge like thematic research around it. I'd love to understand like the go-to-market, because I know you aren't based in North America, and so curious from like a distribution perspective, like who has been the like ICP like in this kind of go-to-market so far, and how have you kind of defined that for yourself?
Yes, sure. So right now we're based in Central Asia, in Kazakhstan, and we are actively working in the Central Asian market. But at the same time, as we are right now a part of the Google Accelerator in Middle East, we are exploring the market of Saudi Arabia, UAE, and other. For the North America, we just came back from Anchorage, and we are still exploring the North American and especially US market, and in terms of the climate tech investments. So there are a huge amount of corporates who invest into the carbon offsets. So we see that in North America, we can be providing transparency for the investors or buyers of carbon offsets, like Microsoft and other huge companies, but not entered the market yet.
All right. Maybe one more question to Dana, if any. Okay. Is there any of the investors interested to connect with Dana? Do you guys in or out? Or maybe you have feedback? All right. Dana, thank you so much. Appreciate your pitch. Great job. And share your GGW profile in the chat and support others. We look forward to seeing you again. The next person to present is Hrachik Ajamian. Hrachik, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Let me find you. Did you raise your hand? I don't see you.
Yeah, it's right.
Okay, you're here. I see it. All right. All right, you got 2 minutes. Go for it.
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Hrachik. I'm the co-founder of Perch. Perch stands for People Search. We're building a new type of search engine based on the latest advancements in AI.
So this is about it. They are the investors. So you need to raise your hand.
Sorry.
Remove from this.
I'll remove. Sorry.
Can you guys hear this?
Yes, we did. You can restart the pitch. About that.
All right. So we're building a new type of search engine focused on people search. The concept is that whenever you need to find the right guys, and right now we're focused on recruitment in the United States, you can describe the person with your own words, and our search engine will go and find exactly the people you need. This is a game-changing thing for the recruitment market because the old school methods of sourcing candidates was filters. They would just give you a bunch of filters like LinkedIn, but people are a lot more complex than iPhones or Androids, and you cannot describe the person you need with filters. As a result, recruiters and hiring managers would spend over 120 hours of time on candidate review, while 90% of candidates they see are irrelevant, just because you could not search for the right relevant people before. With our technology that is already built, we've spent over a year on R&D, and we've built the technology. You kind of find the best people out there, and you now focus on interacting with people instead of with the best candidates instead of spending time on wrong people. And The way we've built this is that we compiled the data of 250 million people and 30 million companies from the United States. This is all publicly available legal data. And we've built a hybrid RAG search engine with my co-founder. Recently this thing started to work and we got our first paying customer. I'm a serial entrepreneur myself. I've built 3 companies before. One was acquired, second is profitable and growing right now, and this is the third one. And my co-founder is a Kaggle grandmaster for Meta. He's an AI genius. That's what he is. Thank you.
Thank you. And Hrachik was actually at YC with his previous companies, which is also something important to mention. So, dear Sharks, do you have any questions to Hrachik?
No.
Anyone wants to start? Okay. Elena?
Yeah, I can start. Hrachik, thank you for the pitch. So could you tell us a little bit more? So first of all, where are you based, like geography-wise, and where is your customer? And what kind of customer is it? And when the customer evaluated your solution, who did they compare you to? Like, who are your competitors? And generally, I think more general. I know it's a lot of questions, but one question that I have for all companies that try to build a solution in HR tech, like how do you compete there? Because this space is so very crowded.
It is crowded. Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm in Palo Alto, California. My co-founder is from United Kingdom, but he's moving here pretty soon, in a month or two. The crowded market. Let's go that way. So the recruitment market is very crowded. That's true. The thing is that it's changing right now a lot, and LinkedIn and other platforms on the market are trying to adapt to all the new technology that just became technically possible. The problem here is that making this kind of technology work is close to impossible. Right now, there are not that many teams on the market that are able to build a technology like this. And we are one of those few teams that are able to do this. That's the reason we are on the market and we are kind of starting to win it. Right now we are. I think that's enough for the market. Did I forget something, Elena? Of your
some information about your customer. Who's your first early adopter? How much is paying you? What is the deal size there?
Yeah, the deal size is $450 per seat per month right now for our customers. We are focused on companies up to 300 employees and fast-growing startups in California. The first customer is that they've paid us $450 a month, and the reaction we made this intentionally higher than average market price, and we see that people are the moment they see the value, it's a no-brainer for them, even though it's more expensive than whatever it is on the market.
Okay, we probably have time for one more quick question, if any. All right, is there anyone of the investor sharks interested to connect? Anyone in or out to connect with Hrachik?
By the way, let me mention the investment thing. We're raising $1 million pre-seed. We raised $680,000 so far, so we have $320,000 more to raise.
Do you have a lead for the round or just safes?
Yeah, it's a safe.
Gotcha. And do you have can you share some of the round dynamics? If you're comfortable sharing the ballpark valuation for some of the terms that have come in?
Yeah, we're raising a 10 million valuation right now. So it's 10 million cap. We're going to raise a seed round mid next year. But right now we're closing this one with a 10 million valuation.
Okay.
Any more questions? Anyone interested to connect? All right, Hrachik, thank you so much. Great job. Good luck with your project. Please share your information in the chat and support others. And we're moving on. The next one is Serge Galev from Dispel. Serge, you ready?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Let me locate you. Okay. You
Hi,
got
Sharks.
Yeah.
Hi, Sharks. Yeah, I'm Serge, CEO of Dispel, software as a service, B2B, MarTech. So despite e-commerce growth, 90% of sales still happen in physical stores, but the lack of data-driven tools as online platform have. Dispel is AI in-store marketing analytics agent, turning retail space into data-rich environments. It's like a Google Analytics or Google AdWords, but for physical spaces, helping stores understand the customer behavior, optimize staff, and improve marketing. It works like absolutely GDPR compliant, California data regulation compliant analytics that grab the customer behavior, and our AI programmatically decide what we will show inside the stores, how we'll engage the customers. Usually this is a drive sales and increase the revenue from retail media. So just within 20 months, we got 200 customers, including Mercedes, PriceSmart, Yamaha, or Apple, have joined us and driving 4x cash flow just during the year. Our team experience includes Stanford, INSEAD, and work experience for Avaya, Intel, Broadcom, and VMware. So founders in top of Forbes, Woman in Tech, and we are winner of Startups World Cup Regionals by Pegasus Ventures and top 3 AI Quad Tank competition in Shenzhen. So revenue of the first competitors around 200 or 300 millions, and so we are fight on 70 billion retail media market. Dispel has all-in-one solution and optimized AI for low-cost edge computing hardware. So with 2 million seed round behind us, now we are raising 4 million funds to boost our ARPU for current customers that could grow by 100 times only, and also for expanding in the US. So we are running the pilots in Walmart, 7-Eleven, and Tesco, and scaling with timeout market in New York, Boston, and Chicago. So I think that's all. What do you guys think about this product?
All right. Done. Thank you, Sergey. Sergey was one of the winners of Startup World Cup, and he was in the finals. So excited to have you. We're excited to have him in here. Do you guys have any questions to Serge?
Yeah, Serge, thank you for telling us about your company. Do you have any customers in the US today? And you mentioned that you have 200 customers today. Is it correct?
Yeah, totally. Yes, totally. We just got 200 within 20 months of operations.
Which is amazing. So what are your revenues today? What stage? Like I'm just trying to understand. Like
yeah, so we can divide our current customers for 3 different groups. It's like scaling stage. We had just maybe few of them, like 10 customers that on the scale stage. It's like Mercedes or Yamaha, or timeout market, which is United States already. So other layer, it might be the some of the first step of scale, and the first step is proof of concepts. So the proof of concepts is around the 50% of our current customers. It means that we have the opportunity to grow by 100 times just with current existing customers.
Okay, so, you feel that like proof of concept, like it's a pilot stage, so they are not like real.
Yeah. No, it's real customers, but they're using. Okay. Yeah. So the secret here that we can grow by the number of stores and by the number of solutions per each store. And as an example, there's 100 of these customers. They started with one solution in the part of their network.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand like your revenues, because like if you're generating today like 30 million, then it's too late for us. I'm just
no, it's not 2 million. So we just started 20 months ago. So our sales we started just 20 months ago, and
but you have
so this is
customers with big companies.
Yeah, it's not the big revenue yet. It will be next year, but this year it's around. So the last year when we just started was 200K. So this year it will be 1.5 million, and the next year it will be around 7.
Okay.
Okay. Do you guys have any more questions? Anyone else?
So do you have can you like really go and upsell if you, because you mentioned quite like big customers, right? Like Mercedes and so.
Yeah. So
200 customers, and you're approaching 1.5 million in revenues. So I can't keep by wonder, like what would it take for you to generate, let's say, 100 million in revenues? How should it look like?
So yeah, so at the moment, so we have the partner channel in our core. So we got the Veeam, the Vladimir Timofeyev who found the Veeam software and sold it as our. So he helped us and to grow with this partners channel, and the big part of the Veeam team now work with us as well. So that's why the partnership channel, this is a core for us. And second thing that you need to highlight for you, so that just 10% of our current customers give us around this 80% of the revenue. It means that others, they just join us and they start to grow with us.
Okay.
All right. My final question to the Sharks, who is interested to connect with Search, or if not, please give feedback. So Elena, you will be first. Are you interested?
I would be interested to connect.
All right. One Shark is in. So 4 Sharks left. Let's see what they got. All right. What about Katie?
Yeah, this is a bit past our stage because we're like more so pre-seed focused, but I'm happy to like connect and also circulate it with some more later stage folks.
All right. We'll make an intro as well. And 2 Sharks are in. Okay. To the left. What about Triet?
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I just don't think it's a fit from a geography focus.
All right. Okay. Out. All right. Thank you, Triet. Reese?
Yeah, I like what you're doing. It sounds like a really cool company, but we don't have stores, so I don't see a fit for us. But sounds good.
Thank you. And Anand?
Yeah, we actually have some competitive investments in this space or adjacent to this space, so we'll be a pass. Or you put there?
Got it. Search. So got 2 Sharks. Congratulations. So share your information in the chat, your GGW profile, and support others. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. The next person to present is Gabriel Hatar from Dagama. Gabriel, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everyone.
All right. You got 2 minutes and you may start now.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Gabriel. I'm the CEO of Dagama. Ever since I was young, I've always had a passion for traveling and discovering hidden gems. And I visited more than 40 countries, and I saw the same problem crop up time and time again, is that you struggle to find trustworthy recommendations, specifically when you're in an unfamiliar country. You most of the time end up overpaying because you simply don't know where to go and what to do exactly. So we were thinking how to create a product where expectations and reality would match. We came up with Dagama. That's where our product comes in. We are connecting users with the businesses directly through post and earn mechanics. We are giving an opportunity for the users to add the locations on the map themselves. All our content is user generated. So if we compare ourselves to TripAdvisor and Google Maps, they're of course big companies with a lot of big data. But unfortunately, they don't really care about the content. There is nobody moderating and verifying the reviews that are out there. With Dagama, we are offering a completely empty map to the users that they start filling out with content. And how do we ensure that our content and recommendations are genuine and free of fakes? We've developed a multi-level anti-fake system. For example, in order to leave a review in Dagama, you have to check in a location. So right now in TripAdvisor, for instance, you can be sitting in Mexico and you can leave a review about a place in France, for instance. In Dagama, that doesn't work. Another thing is Gamma Protocol that we've also developed right now. It verifies content. So if you upload a photo from the internet, for instance, Gamma Protocol will be able to verify that the photo is not authentic. Also, to motivate users, we've created a way that they can earn by actually through post and earn mechanic, and also so I guess I'm out of time. I would love to talk more, guys. Yeah, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Perfect. Dear Shark, do you have any questions?
Gabriel,
Yeah.
thank you for the story. So is it it's a B2C play, right?
It's B2B and B2B. So our model, revenue streams are through subscription-based model. Our subscriptions are 3 times lower than of our competitors like Yelp in the United States, TripAdvisor, and Trustpilot, for instance. Also, we earn on transaction commissions that businesses is sharing to their users as part of the cashback. So we've done the research. Businesses are willing to pay between 5 to 15% of the check amount that real users spend at their establishments. So this is a win-win scenario for both, that where business does not have to pay anything upfront. So in a way, it's just an amazing revolutionary way to promote Web3, Web2, and connect with Web3, because in the crypto space right now, most products focus on DeFi, lacking real-world blockchain applications. The Gamma is amongst a few that promote practical crypto use by integrating blockchain with real-world location, allowing users to find places that match their interests and earn cryptocurrency by sharing reviews.
Okay.
It exemplifies true mass adoption, I believe.
Let's see if investors have more questions, because you got 2 minutes for Q&A. Triet, did you have a question?
Yeah. Where are you guys based?
We are incorporated in United Arab Emirates.
Okay. And where you based?
UAE, Dubai.
Okay. Any more questions from the Sharks? Is there anyone interested to connect with Gabriel? Are you guys in or out?
I'm out.
I'm out.
Out.
Not in our thesis, but I've seen this company do an amazing job from like a PLG perspective. I dropped the link in the chat. They are very good at kind of getting people to contribute to like the network of like restaurants and like travel places. So good one to keep an eye out for, and maybe to learn from too.
And Katie, you're out as well, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a consumer thesis.
Got it. Gabriel, this is your feedback. Great job. Share your information in the chat, and we're moving on. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. The next person to present is Sunil Ravipati from Yota Security. Okay, Sunil, you ready?
Yes, Daniel, thank you. Hi, Sharks. My name is Sunil. I'm a US-based company based out of Santa Clara. And you all use a lot of applications, right? I mean, you're on Zoom, you're on Global, and how secure are these applications, right? In this day and age with AI, there's a bad AI, good AI. And I was leading the digital cybersecurity at Anthem, Elevance Health, which is formerly Anthem Health Insurance. And Anthem was breached many times. And one of the ruling by the judges was that Anthem had to build a secure platform. And you hear it every day that some application is breached, either sensitive information like healthcare or fintech. Every application is unsecure. And from Anthem, I joined FedTech, which is Department of Homeland Security, and we launched a vulnerability intelligence platform. Essentially, it's an AI-based platform to detect vulnerabilities in IT systems at scale. And we do patching, pen testing, as well as SOC 2 and HIPAA compliance. And we have a team of cyber professionals. My co-founder, Sunny Das, is an US Air Force veteran. He worked for the VA, Veterans Affairs, and is a chaplain as well. And my other co-founder is from academia and industry. Dr. Ken Ong, who's our advisor, is from O'Connor Hospital. And most of the times you see that a lot of these applications which get breached are not patched. And even if they're patched, they're not upgraded on a regular basis. That's where we come in with an AI-powered vulnerability intelligence, and we partnered with MIT licensing their key technology, which has a patent as well. And we have a customer in UK, paid customer, and we have few in pipeline, including my former employer, Elevance Health, which is based out of Indianapolis. And we are talking to few design partners and collaborators, and also we have few what do you call like a partnerships with other big companies as well. so we can provide our AI vulnerability solution. Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe just final statement, just to wrap it up.
Yeah, so we are raising seed round, and we did friends and family, and we are looking to raise a 2 million seed, anywhere from 1 to 2 million, to beef up our teams in sales and R&D.
All right, thank you so much. Dear Sharks, dear investors, do you have any questions to Sunil?
Yeah, Sunil, as you know, there's a lot of tools out there to protect the enterprise. Which ones are you effectively replacing?
So essentially, we are replacing Prisma Cloud from Palo Alto Networks, Tenable, Qualys, which is a very legacy solution. And when I was at Anthem, we used all of them, and we noticed that none of them have the real-time context-based, solution. So it's like a needle in the haystack problem for the CISO teams or the DevSecOps teams, which one to prioritize. So we create a priority risk model, and we also patch whatever vulnerabilities are detected.
Got it. Thank you.
Any more questions?
Are you also able to automate the remediation piece after threat detection?
Yes, it's a great question, Anand. In fact, we are part of the CNCF ecosystem, which is an open source part of the Linux Foundation. We work with Microsoft, who is one of the contributors to a project called COPA, which does automatic patching from the report which gets generated from our vulnerability solution. So essentially, we believe that with a community-based approach, we can work with our community to mitigate and patch, because it's a Herculean effort to patch any kind of solution, given the versions, compatibility for backward, so on and so forth.
Got it. Thanks.
Are there any Sharks interested to connect with Sunil? Anyone in, or do you guys have any feedback?
I'm in.
You're in. All right, one Shark is in. Congrats, Sunil. All right, we'll connect you by email with Reese. So we have 4 Sharks left. Let's see if there is any other interest. Anyone else? Elena?
I mean, we do have many investments in cybersecurity, but it's just too early for us.
All right. Thank you.
Fraction, yeah.
All right, Triet. Geography, I guess.
Yeah, it's geography, not fit.
Yeah. All right, Katie.
Yeah, we have conflicting investments already in this space. We backed this company called Minecraft early in the year, so can put this on your radar, but unfortunately not for us.
All right. And Anand, any feedback?
Yeah, we'll be a pass from our end. I think it's just a traction and a stage standpoint, but I do like the approach here.
Thank you. So this is your feedback from the Sharks. Congrats. We'll connect you with Reese, and we'll move on. Please share your information in the chat. Thank you, Sunil. The next person.
Sure, Daniel. Thank you, Sharks.
Thank you. The next person to present is Maria Roman from Biserva. Maria, good to see you. And you got 2 minutes. You may start.
Thank you. So did you know that in LATAM, over 580 million beauty appointments are lost every year due to fragmented beauty practices? Hi, I'm Maria, the founder of Biserva, the vertical SaaS transforming how beauty professionals in Latin America manage and grow their business with integrated payments and digital tools. So I'd like to start sharing the story of Brenda. When the pandemic hit in 2020, Brenda lost her job at a spa and had just $50 left. And instead of giving up, she invested that money in makeup and started selling it. Through hard work, she expanded the services that she offered. And in just 10 months, she opened her own spa. Despite her success, she still faces ongoing challenges like filling her schedule, finding new clients, and managing operations efficiently. These are challenges shared by millions of professionals in an $117 billion beauty industry, which has less than 1% online penetration. So that's where Biserva comes in. We're an all-in-one platform built specifically for LATAM and emerging markets beauty professionals to help them digitize and streamline their business. From scheduling, client management, payments, to personalized tools, Reserva empowers beauty professionals to make data-driven decisions. We've also integrated with Google to allow for direct bookings through Maps and Search, which already increased new client acquisition by 28% for businesses like Prendas in just 1 month. So what makes us unique? We cater to independent professionals and small salons that are underserved by traditional software with a community-driven and gamified approach. We also have the right expertise. I bring my background in finance from JP Morgan and HSBC, alongside my passion and experience in the beauty industry. Jonathan was the CTO of Fidanto, a global employment software, and Oscar led operations at Groupon Mexico. We launched 4 months ago, and we've already onboarded 300 salons, grown our community to 55,000 people, and we're launching a tiered SaaS subscription fee. We're already incorporated in the US, and we're opening our pre-seed fundraising round. I'd love to share more with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Right on time. Appreciate that. Dear Shark, do you have any questions to Maria? Anyone wants to start? Katie, do you have any questions or feedback?
Yeah, this isn't a space that I'm like, too familiar with. But yeah, very interesting background, very like energizing pitch. So good job on your behalf. I'm not sure how much value I can add to this space because I don't really have much like knowledge around like the market and some of like the players, but yeah, like keep it up. I'm excited to see how you continue to progress and like happy to support with other ways beyond capital too.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Triet, did you have a question?
I was going to say, you can probably tell this isn't my market, but I think you did a really nice pitch, and it sounds like you're getting some, very quick traction. So I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Reese.
Thank you.
Triet?
Yeah, it's not a fit for us, but I would love to connect. I actually know a VC that specializes in the beauty and retail space. So happy to share your deck with her.
Thank you. Amazing.
Awesome. We'll connect you. Congrats. So One Shark is in, and yeah, exciting. So we have Elena and Anand. Elena?
Yeah, it's like really outside of our focus areas, and also geography-wise, it's not the right fit. Do you have any plans to expand to the US?
We see that there is more competitors in the US that focus exclusively in the US market. However,
Right.
we do find very interesting to focus more niche communities like the Latino and Hispanic community in the US, where there's still a lot of work of digitalization. And we also think it's very interesting to bring knowledge from other industries. So we saw this digitalization revolution in the hospitality business, in the restaurant business, but we still have to see that in the beauty industry. So we always love also learning from investors that have experience in other industries and how we can bring that into the beauty industry.
Right. I mean, we're primarily focused on the US, and this is where we can add value because like, there is very little we can do for you outside of the US. So, yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And Anand? Guess not your
Yeah, likely a pass. Likely a pass for us just from a geography standpoint, but I think the market is really interesting and it's growing extremely fast right now.
Okay, perfect. So Maria, this is your feedback.
Thank you.
Good job, and you'll connect you with Triet with the next few days. I'll share your information in the chat, and we move on. Thank you. Next one is Kir Ulanov from 100F. Kir, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
We got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Hello, Sharks. I'm Kir Elena, founder and CEO of 100 Franklins. With over 14 years in digital marketing and 6 years in Web3, connecting with I have supported dozens of crypto projects, connecting with a network of over 100 influencers, reaching 10 million followers. We're building a transformative crypto platform, venture business without a token, to address a critical issue in the Web3 space, the dominance of short-term speculation, which causes projects to fail and leads to significant investor losses. Over the past 5 years, crypto users lost over $20 billion to false promises and schemes, and up to 70% of crypto projects failed due to a lack of long-term support and liquidity. Our solution is the unified platform that connects qualified projects with educated investors who are committed to long-term growth. We provide a unique matching system rating investors by reputation, not just investment potential, and offering opportunities for investors to earn without having to sell tokens. In our first phase, we have invested $70,000 to build a prototype, earning $340,000 in revenue through proven marketing and sales systems. We have also grown a wait list of over 27K users, proving strong market interest. Our team has extensive expertise, having built profitable streams, assisted 30 plus projects, crypto projects, and formed direct connections with the top crypto exchanges and influencers, reaching over 1 billion subscribers. We are now pre-seed stage, raising $1.7 million at a $12 million valuation to launch our MVP and first version of our platform and achieve an MRR of $130,000. We are open to connecting with angel investors, and VCs who can add value to our journey, not only through their investments, but also with their strategic expertise and connections. We are ready to demonstrate our platform demo and provide all the necessary documentation. Let's get in touch.
Yeah, you passed time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions? So it's a crypto startup. Hey guys.
This is not our space, so it's a pass for me.
Okay. Anyone else?
We
don't invest in this space, so it's a pass for us.
Yeah, same on my end.
All right, crypto now. Okay, Katie as well. Anand.
Same on my end, yeah.
All right, Kier. Not a fit for now, but appreciate. Good job with your pitch and share information in the chat. We have more investors in the chat, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The next person to present is Oleg Golinker from Triet. Oleg, you ready?
Yes, I am.
But locate you, I just don't see you. Just saw you. Okay, found you. Here you go. You got 2 minutes. You may start now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Oleg, founder and CEO of Truly. Truly is a photo sharing app for private groups. Here is the problem. 57,000 photos are taken every second, and most of them are shared on WhatsApp and other messengers that are not built for photo sharing. There is an average of 14 text messages per photo in every given WhatsApp chat, and there are obviously multiple chats for every social event. Our memories are buried in this clutter and rest in peace. This is a huge problem, and multiple attempts, including by Google and Apple, have all failed. Otherwise, why are we still using WhatsApp for sharing photos, knowing we'll never see them again? I believe our team is in the best position to actually solve this problem. In my previous job, I was a founding CTO of Global E, which had a 4 billion Nasdaq IPO. After successfully exiting, I am building Truly with our killer consumer products team based in London. Think of Truly as WhatsApp for photo sharing. Imagine you are at a Napa Valley winery with friends. Our app will automatically curate your photos and will frictionlessly share them within your group with full respect to your privacy. It will also scan the rest of your gallery and will, using our own device AI-based algorithm that will recreate the rest of your old memories that you can also share with your friends and families exactly the same way. In our business model, phase 1, we'll monetize event hosts and venues where people actually come to take photos, which is also an essential part of our go-to-market strategy. Phase 2, we'll offer freemium subscription model to end consumers. Our app is live on both Google and Apple stores. We need another 500K to reach top VC level metrics. So I'm calling other angel investors and micro VCs to join me in funding this quite unique pre-VC opportunity with clear path to IPO. Thank you. Would love your feedback.
Right on time. Appreciate that. The investors, the sharks, what do you have to say?
Two questions. One, one of the things I always worry about with things like this is the security of my phone.
Rotes Licht! Grünes Licht!
Sorry about that.
Fenasi Kerim! Nummer 61 disqualifiziert. Rotes Licht!
Sorry about that. I removed this person and we'll report them to Zoom. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, you may continue.
Sorry about that. Yeah, look, back to my question. Security, always a concern when you're sharing your photos that, somebody can steal them all. And then the second, are you strictly thinking of B2C app, or are you thinking of potentially B2B use cases as well?
No, that's strictly B2C app. We are monetizing it via B2B partnerships first with all these venues where people, as I said, come to enjoy their time and take photos. We're offering them a nice feature that would potentially offer co-created visual stories that would allow them basically to expose their brand in private networks in WhatsApp, for example, and definitely on Instagram. So we believe there will be a big value for them to actually promote it and pay for it down the road. But that's a B2C play. Our ambition is to create an equivalent of WhatsApp, which is currently valued as at $118 billion. That's our ambition.
More questions? Elena?
Well, maybe a question about, you mentioned that you have a clear path to the IPO.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is, like, could you clarify on that?
Yeah.
How are you going to make money? Like, how much do you expect an average person to pay you? Does anybody pay you today?
No, no one is paying yet. We're at the early stage. We are not at this scale yet. So the average person will be paying at phase 2. Our assumption that we'll be offering subscription at about $3 a month level for end consumers. But before we start monetizing end consumers, we're expecting a significant revenue stream from venues and event planners and trip organizers and all these guys who actually want to promote themselves on social media mainly. So that will be our main value proposition. In the beginning, we'll be using them only for go-to-market. We will not be charging them anything, but at phase 1 of monetization, they will also start paying it because they will see the value. Once they see the value, they will pay. Our assumption is that it will be roughly $0.50 per event participant for them, and so that quite cool economics actually when we reach the scale, obviously. Have I answered your question?
Yeah, I mean, you did. Forgive me for being skeptical. Like usually when the company doesn't have any traction and but they claim to have a very clear path to an IPO, like within a couple of years. Like I am kind of.
No. I'm not saying it's within a couple of years for sure.
Anyway, I think that it's very, very difficult to scale this to multi-million revenues. You will be able, obviously, to generate some initial traction. However, I think that scaling it will be a totally different story. I think that it requires a lot of education for the customers, because the customers may, like, you may tell me that WhatsApp is not good enough for me to share the pictures, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And the question is if like who wants to pay for it, and maybe some people do, but guess what? There are many companies that already have very similar offering for events, like in terms of picture sharing, etc. So this space is far from empty. I think that like for me, seeing the traction here and your ability to scale beyond initial traction would be crucial.
Can I answer this about the event space? That's the key differentiator between us and all these event hubs, actually, because every event hub, they usually focus on a very specific use case or very specific type of events, such as weddings, for example, such as family occasions and all the types of vertical implementations. This does not allow them to expand to the rest of their memories, basically. So our key secret sauce, I would say, is that we basically inject ourselves into their lives in a very intimate way when they actually celebrate something with their close friends, and then we expose them with the main features, which is actually recreating all their memories frictionlessly. And
You have investors here. It's a 2 minute feedback, so yes, we won't have.
I'm just too excited. Sorry.
My final question to the Sharks: are you guys interested to connect with Oleg? Anyone interested, or you have feedback to Oleg? All right, Elena, no. Reese, no. Triet, no. Katie, no. Okay, and Anand, no. All right, Oleg, thank you so much. Share your information in the chat, your GGW profile, and support others, and we move on. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the next person to present is Eli Masapki. Eli, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hello, everyone. Eli Masapki with Scale to Hire. Have you had the engine light come on in your vehicle, in your car? Have you had to pay for diagnostic time at your dealership or repair shop? Vehicles have become very technologically advanced, and diagnostics are taking hours, sometimes days and weeks. Also, dealerships lose an average of $48,000 per year in gross profits due to faulty repairs. Automotive technicians are not getting enough hands-on training, and they need more guidance. Skill to Hire is an on-the-job assistant, software as a service, powered by Skill to Hire intelligence to address these problems. First, Skill to Hire identifies the root cause of a complex problem in minutes, eliminating a lot of customer frustration and saving valuable time. Second, with a chronic shortage of 150,000 automotive technicians, Skill to Hire is an electronic cheat sheet and diagnostic guide. We've partnered with ASC, the Automotive Certification Organization, and we have gained access to manufacturer data to provide over 500 or 800 auto repair tasks and diagnostic solutions for our AI models. Our initial focus is on the automotive diagnostic industry with a global TAM of $41 billion. We're excited to have our first paying customer. We have traction with a major trailer manufacturer, several dealerships, and auto repair businesses. I'm the founder and CEO of Skill to Hire. I have 20 years of startup executive experience and 2 successful exits. I've invested $200,000 of my own money in the company. I have a strong network in the automotive industry. We're looking to raise $1 million on a safe with an $8 million cap. The funds will be used for sales and software development. Thank you for listening.
All right. Dear Sharks, any questions to Eli?
So, Eli, who are you trying to disrupt with this company?
Great question. So there are some solutions today. So the industry is a little bit fragmented. There are diagnostic scanners. There are low-end scanners and high-end scanners. The low-end scanners only provide just codes about where the fault is. It doesn't tell you what the root cause is. The more expensive one, which are upward of $20,000, are exclusively for the manufacturers, but they also provide a lot of, they take a long time to identify the problem. There are some other software solutions out there, but again, they give a lot of information that needs to be analyzed by a master technician to figure out what the solution is. So we're trying to shorten the cycle and provide a step-by-step solution very quickly.
Got it.
Yeah. Triet, did you have a question?
Yeah, I was just a little confused. Is what you're doing essentially maybe it is a hardware or software play to provide better diagnostic for vehicles, stuff like that, or is it a skill labor training platform and recruiting? That was something I was confused on.
Yeah, it's purely software. So it can provide training. So there are some capabilities for training, but essentially it provides faster diagnostics. And also it's a guide because again, as I mentioned, the diagnosticians, the technicians don't have a lot of hands-on training. So when they're stuck, it goes, okay, here's what you need to do. So it gives them a guidance on how to repair a car or go through the diagnostic steps.
And I guess we have time for final question from me. Are you guys interested to connect with Eli? Who's in, who's out?
This is Reese. I'm in. I would like to get more information about the solution and share with our dealer services business.
Thank you, Reese. So congrats. One shark is in. 4 left. So let's see. Elena?
I'm out. Just not the space to invest into.
I see Anand.
Yeah, that'd be a pass for us as well. Just not a space that we particularly focus in right now.
I guess Triet and Katie as well, right?
Yeah, we don't really do marketplace business models. That being said, if you pivot within this like legacy space into like more workflow automation or like system of record, happy to chat.
Well, it's a SaaS, not a marketplace.
Yes.
It's a software as a service.
Yes, I understand. I think it's more so like there's the kind of like outward facing component where you still are like trying to get like employees onto the platform, and like there's a discoverability aspect to it, right?
No, it sells directly to the businesses, so there's no employees. We're not trying to get employees, so we sell to businesses. It's a B2B platform.
Got it. Thank you. Ellie, please share your information in the chats, your GGW profile. And if any of the investors get interested, we'll definitely connect you. We will for sure connect you with Reese, and be moving on. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
The next presenter is Tanya Plotnikov from Pevron. Tanya?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Do you hear me well?
Let me locate you just a second. Oh, I found you. Here you go. Yeah, we can hear you well. You can start now.
Yeah, that's nice. Hello, everyone. I'm Tanya, a marketing and strategy professional with almost 20 years of experience, and currently I'm building a platform to empower marketers and strategy experts, making their work more efficient and fulfilling. Power on AI. As capturing new market opportunities requires a precise understanding of customer needs and competitive landscape, and research is often costly, both in terms of money and in terms of the time. It's definitely time consuming and always limited by the quality and quantity of available sources. So businesses frequently face a dilemma to invest heavily in research and minimize risks, or save money, but probably miss key opportunities. Power on AI solve this problem, empowering businesses to track trends, identify market gaps, and make data-driven decisions in minutes, not weeks. Currently, we target enterprise customers. We operate on freemium model, allowing to enjoy value for free, just the initial value, but the true value lies in our paid plans, including all the features we have, various formats, and some paid integrations, which allows us to increase value. Our target market lies in the intersection of 3 growing markets: strategic consulting, business research, and generative AI for marketing. We have pivoted just 3 months ago, and during this period, we completed 3 acceleration programs. Currently, we are going through AI acceleration program. We are about to launch the product and already secured some sales, including the most expensive subscription, enterprise subscription, $3,000. And we also have raised initial money to create the product.
All right. Thank you. All right. Sharks, any questions to Tanya?
When you refer to market research, is there a specific industry for the research? Is it life science, real estate, financials?
Yes. Currently, we have 2 types of product. The free one is the comprehensive analytical report for construction industry for any location you wish. And I have the demo. I can show you how it works. It requires 1 minute, just 1 minute. And the second one, the paid research, is comprehensive competitive analysis, including openly available sources, official websites of construction companies, maps, reviews, social networks, and some paid integrations like SEMrush. And we use artificial intelligence in order to create the final report, visualize it, summarize the reviews, identify fake ones, increase value. And why we started from the construction industry, because we have deep understanding of this industry, and we are lucky having as the first client multinational construction company ready to test, ready to pilot solution in different locations, and they are our first customer, already paid the most expensive subscription. After that, we are going to enter 2 more industries this year, at least 2 more industries: financial sector and telecommunication sector, as we also have very deep understanding, and we can create tailored products.
Tanya, you have 5 investors that might ask you questions, and it's just 2 minutes for you. Maybe time for one final quick question, if any.
Where are you getting your data from for the research for your AI to train on?
Openly available sources mostly, websites of the competitors, maps, reviews, social networks. But also we are working on integrations with some paid sources like SEMrush. We already integrated with SEMrush, and we are working on some other paid services.
Okay. Are there any of the sharks interested to connect with Tanya? Are you guys in or out? Elena is out, Triet is out, Katie is out, Reese is out, Anand is out. All right, Tanya, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your attention.
And we will move on. The next one is Chan from Josh Chan from Hello AR. Josh, you got 2 minutes. You may start now. Unmute yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Josh. Thank you. So the world's largest companies, Apple, Microsoft, Meta, are investing tens of billions of dollars a year for the post-smartphone future because they know the devices such as AR smart glasses are coming around the corner. But the tools and creation platforms of today are woefully inadequate to serve this gigantic opportunity. And that's because they're so used to 2D static content, and because that's what they built their legacy businesses on. So in a nutshell, we're building Canva for augmented reality. Our platform enables anyone to create native content in 3D for spatial and mixed reality that works seamlessly on today's mobile devices, as well as the future smart glasses and AR headsets of the future. We started by building a platform for mobile creation because that's where users are now, and we've grown it to over 300,000 users in 200 countries on Earth. In other words, just from word of mouth alone, we've actually acquired users in every country on the planet. And that's because we have a best-in-class intuitive drag and drop interface, as well as generative AI features that make creation seamless. Our use cases are as diverse as a platform like Canva. We have educators using it to bring holograms into their classrooms and museums. We have professionals using it for industrial training. We have marketers using it for product activations. Regarding revenue, we have been focused on platform growth, but we recently turned it on for consumers, where we've acquired over 200 paying subscribers to our Pro plan. And more importantly, we're getting incoming leads for our enterprise business model, which has led to several contracts in the 5 and 6 figures already, as well as a pilot with the Fortune 100 company. We've been incredibly capital efficient. We've received several grants from the National Science Foundation and the Department of Education, and we're in the running for another $2 million grant. That said, we are looking for more flexible funding, which is why we're raising a seed now to build our team out to serve these new customers. Augmented reality is such a visual thing, so I'd also encourage you after this to watch our video on the Go Global Growth profile that we have. So yeah, that's my 2 minutes. Oh,
perfect. Sounds great. Dear Shark, do you have any questions?
Yeah, George, thank you for the page. So I guess you mentioned a few use cases. What do you think is going to be the main use case that will be a cash cow that will be bringing you the revenue? Yeah.
That's a great question. I think in the early days, we have to be focused because obviously not everyone or not many people even have these devices yet. So we're starting with institutions, corporate training where they have the access to bring these headsets in. One of our clients is a museum and they also have the budget to bring it in. So I think some of these educational institutions for training and education are where we start. But I think the consumer market will eventually be blown open as these devices become more affordable.
And when do you think that might happen? So I'm asking this because, there were lots of discussions about AR, VR, even though, let's say, VR is kind of many companies try to build a solution around VR for medical field,
Right.
yet the only real adoption it has is for gaming purposes, and so. When do you think these devices will become more affordable? In what future are we talking about? Is like 2 years, 10 years from today? Do you have any visibility into this?
Right. You're right. It's been a roller coaster for us as well. I would say, this year Apple, released the Vision Pro, and that's had, its own ups and downs. Meta has released their Quest headset, and earlier, a few weeks ago, or about a month ago, they at their Connect event, right? They announced the Orion smart glasses. And those are coming out most likely in a year or two time. Apple is working on glasses as well. I think beyond that, there's contact lenses, and who knows what's going to happen. But I would say I'm pretty confident that not in the next year, but I think in the next 2 to 5 years, we're really going to see a transformative shift in the price point. And in 10 years, my gosh, the iPhone only came out, about 15 years ago. So you can only imagine how much will change in 10 years.
All right. If no more questions, my question to the Sharks, who is interested to connect with Josh, who is in, who is out? Elena, are you out?
Yeah, we're out. I like the story, I appreciate it, but it's just too long term for us.
Thank you.
Reese, I guess.
Yeah, I actually know the space very well. I was very much an investor in the last surge of AR. I still think it's got a ways to go. It's going to become a big deal, so I'm out.
Thank you. I see Katie wants to say something. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, thanks for the pitch. Happy to connect you with some folks in our network. I know some friends who have like a stronger thesis around supporting companies in this kind of space. So free to shoot me a text and then happy to chat more.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So you guys will connect via LinkedIn, or Katie, do you want me to connect us via email?
Yeah, email works.
All right. We'll
Awesome.
do it.
I'll put that info in the chat. Thank you, Daniel.
We'll connect, no worries. All right. So if no more investors, then thank you, Josh. Appreciate that. And please share your information in the chat and we move on. All right. The next person to present is Hank Star Gong.
Yeah, so I'm Hong Star, the founder and CEO of Starwood Game Studios. So I'm former tech lead at LinkedIn and Meta. So I'm based in San Francisco Bay Area. Our team is currently we have over 30 people now, and so we're unpaid, and so we're still in the pre-seed stage. And we started early this year, and our company we're just building their AI gaming platform. So basically we have an AI agent. We can train the creators in our platform. They can train their AI agent, and this AI agent is in the pet form. It's like virtual pet. They can talk to them, train them, and then this pet can go back to our games, the video games. So we have our one game as an example already shipped out there. So it's in a closed beta test. We have just about 10,000 people download it in 7 days. Yeah, so that we're just planning for further testing, and it's just an example product for our platform. So our main target is for our the creators. They can create our AI games on our platform. They can train the AI pets, and so these pets can interact with their owners, and also they can just go back to our AI games. So all those AI games can host those paths. We have 3 scenarios to targeting, and firstly, we have the AI paths to come back to our game to take a participant as our player, and these paths can also play as our assistant and to help the player to play the game or just as a company. And also they can be a part of their NPCs in the game, so it can play together. So we're currently looking for their seed funds and about around 1.5 to 3 million. So we currently are supported by 2 accelerators from Berkeley.
Thank you. Dear Sharks, do you have any questions to Hangstar? Anyone interested to connect? I guess, okay. Not a fit? Okay.
So gaming is not a fit for us. Good luck.
Yeah, Anand as well, right?
No, I'd love to connect a little more, actually.
Are you okay? All right. Congrats. One shark is in. Just a second. Yeah. Anyone else? Elena?
We're out. We don't invest in games and we don't invest in pre-seed, so it's just not the right fit. Yeah.
All right. Triet? Not a
Is that a geo fit?
Okay. Geo. Yeah. Bay Area. Katie?
Yeah, we don't have a gaming thesis, unfortunately, but good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is your feedback. Share information in the chat. And we are actually wrapping this up with one final pitch from Dmitry Trifonov, Cloud Rift. Those who wouldn't pitch today, please email to my team at info@goglobal.world. We will share the email here to make sure that you can pitch next time. Dmitry, I'm putting you on the stage and you got 2 minutes. You may start now.
Thank you, Daniel. I'm Dmitry, the CEO of Cloud Rift, a B2B SaaS startup in Santa Clara, California. So AI is spreading across the industries like the wildfire. And this created the GPU crash, which in turn created the GPU cloud aftermarket, where a lot of people who are coming from non-cloud background, like crypto miners, data center operators, system integrators, and other people who have access to GPUs are spinning up their own data centers. However, many of these people, they don't have a cloud background, and we are filling this gap. So we are providing like end-to-end software solution to turn your data center into the modern cloud with like payments, user tracking, provisioning, dashboard monitoring, and all the usual stuff. So we have just started. However, we have multiple data centers on our platform with like thousands of GPUs. Most of them will come online like early next year. That should give us like $250,000 to $500,000 of revenue. Currently, it is bootstrapped, so we're looking for the small check to kind of improve the product. And after that, we'll be going and looking for a more serious seed round. Yeah, and the team is senior engineers from Apple and Roblox. Thank you.
Thank you. Right on time. Dear Sharks, this is the final pitch for today. Do you have any questions to Dmitry? Anyone interested to connect? Who wants to start?
I guess I have a question. Are you GPU agnostic?
Primarily, we focus on NVIDIA. The software is agnostic, but everybody just wants NVIDIA.
Okay. Any more questions? Anyone interested to connect with Dmitry, if any, or feedback?
No, not me.
Okay, I see investors nodding no. Dmitry, great job. Thank you for pitching here. Share your information in the chat. And this is the moment when we will be wrapping this up. Appreciate everyone. Today was a big day, 49th GGW Sharks, super exciting. And with the final thing that what we are doing every time is we want investors to share their words of wisdom, final things that you guys have on your hearts and minds to share with entrepreneurs based on what you've heard. Maybe it can help them to improve or grow or whatever you want to share based on today's session. Katie, would you like to start?
Yeah, awesome. Thanks so much, everyone, for showing up and your time. It's always great to see the diversity in startups. We're more focused on B2B SaaS, so even if a lot of the folks weren't a fit, like I'm still happy to chat and like look through a deck, support, try to connect with like other investors to get them excited about what you guys are building. Quick feedback, I think. Yeah, like a lot of the pitches were very good. But maybe a bit more storytelling would be helpful. I think especially at the pre-seed, we care a lot about people we're backing. And so instead of going full product mode and
Don't feel
researching on this thing. You guys hear that?
All right. Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, so yeah, instead of pitching only the product, I'd love to hear the stories behind your backgrounds, your experiences, and what really led you to build in the space. So maybe fine-tuning that a little better and making it like more fun and like captivating would be maybe something I'd like love for you guys to work on.
Perfect. So story is something that Katie recommends. Appreciate Katie. Thank you for your feedback and being with us. Triet, do you have anything to share with entrepreneurs?
Yeah, really appreciate you guys taking the time and coming in and pitching and sharing your stories. I think the only thing that I have kind of aligns with what Katie mentioned. I know that 2 minutes is extremely short, but really refining that pitch to really hit what is the problem, why are you doing what you're doing, what's the big picture, and you can kind of say these in like bullet statements, because that's what the Q&A is really for, is like diving down certain areas that we want to discover. But other than that, really kind of just, I think something that all the pitches was kind of missing was, I didn't really get what is the ROI for your customers, like why would this is something that someone wants to buy, right?
Okay, what is your ROI for the customer? Appreciate that, Triet, and thank you for being with us. Elena, what do you have to share with entrepreneurs?
Yeah, it's not the first time I'm attending the event, so I'm always finishing up with kind of the same message, I guess. But I think it's an important one. You know, it happened to us, to each investor. I think it happens occasionally. It happened to us definitely a few times that we passed on the investment in a company that became a unicorn later on. And so when you heard like so many no's today, just don't forget that and don't get discouraged. And I definitely hope that you're going to be that company that I will think back of, like, oh, I said no to, like, let's not connect. So just don't get discouraged, because every company is going through this. Every company that becomes a unicorn is going through many rejections. So just continue the hard work.
Oh, well said. So continue the hard work, and if investors say no, it doesn't mean that you don't become a unicorn. Well, love that. Thank you. Reese, please take your next turn. You're muted.
I think everybody's given great advice. So I'd just build on and say, you know, like when you approach a corporate like me, you're going to get no's, not because the company is not good or doesn't do something that's of value, but it just doesn't fit what our business needs, you know. So, you know, keep that in mind. But I think everybody today did a really good job. You know, make sure you get your 3 key points in when you pitch. And I'd also add, try to get in why you're differentiated from others on the market.
Thank you, Reese. Appreciate that. And thank you for being with us. Anand, you're closing our global session. No pressure. Anything you have on your mind to share with the audience?
No, it's amazing to be here. It's not my first time. I think the founders did an amazing job. I think it's easier sometimes to be in this investor seat. But no, I mean, just to build on kind of what everyone else said, I think the differentiation is a huge piece. I think the why is also a huge piece. I think that's always something that we're trying to figure out. I think just another small thing is also just sharing maybe the websites in the chat. I find myself trying to search that manually each time. But I think the founders did a great job. I think this event has always been great. So Thanks again for inviting me.
Thank you so much. Share your websites in the chat and demonstrate your clear differentiation. Well said. Thank you so much, the investors. Thank you, startup founders, for doing your hard work. The next event is planned for December the 20th, right before the Christmas. And before that, we will also have a pitch bootcamp with experts who can give you detailed feedback. And on the platform, GoGlobal World, you can connect and match with investors from our network to get warm intros like today. Today, we reached 6 matches with investors. Congratulations, and we'll follow with warm introductions within the next few days. Take care and have the rest of the week. Bye, guys.
Thank you, everybody.